Japan holds a belief. When an object lives for 100 years, it is no longer just a tool. It becomes a monster. Imagine a samurai's quiver. Silent and loyal, it followed him through countless battles. For generations, it carried arrows and served its master. Then, the 100th year arrives, the moment of awakening. Look closely. No claws, no fangs, only an unnaturally long head bending reality itself. This is no ordinary quiver, ibira. Wrapped in water-repellent fur to shield arrows from rain, this specialized gear is called an utsubo. It's holding 10 arrows and hanging at a warrior's waist. According to Toriyama Sekien, when such an object grows old enough, it awakens as a creature called Furu-utsubo, the old quiver. What once served faithfully becomes something else entirely. From tool to being, from companion to creature, it gains a soul. Another essential samurai tool also gained monstrous life, stirrups that had borne the weight of warriors for centuries. Sekien called this creature Abumi-kuchi, and its most distinctive feature is that long, tongue-like structure. Unlike today's compact metal stirrups, these broad, stable platforms provided the rock-solid foundation samurai needed to loose arrows while mounted. In Japanese belief, when any tool survives for 100 years, it develops a soul. These awakened objects, born from the animistic understanding that spirits dwell within all things, are known as Tsukumogami. These spirits participate in a supernatural procession, the Hyakki Yagyo, the night parade of 100 yokai. Through the eyes of two Ukiyo-e masters, we will unravel this enigmatic procession in this series. One master was the eccentric Kawanabe Kyosai, who sketched a freshly severed head at the age of 9. The other, Toriyama Sekien, compiled the Monster Encyclopedia, the samurai's equivalent of a Pokédex. Join us as we enter the night of these monsters that samurai both feared and dreamed of. By the time you finish this journey, your understanding of Japanese entertainment will be transformed completely. One of these monsters resembles a large ritual brush. It was born from a Buddhist tool called a hosu. Originally, it was used to swat away the mosquitoes and flies without killing them, in strict accordance with Buddhist teachings of no killing. Sekien called this monster Hossumori. Interestingly, according to him, this monster aspires to become a Buddha. Sekien even wrote that he saw it in a dream, making this creature one born purely from imagination. Imagine a monster with a single shoe perched atop its head, as if worn like a crown. This monster is a transformation of the ceremonial footwear known as kanokutsu, which ancient aristocrats wore. Adorned with gold and copper, these shoes were named Kutsutsura, shoe cheek, by Sekien. Two distinct forms of this monster are known. One resembles a human figure, while the other takes on a more animal-like shape. The beast-shaped form is actually the footwear called asagutsu. Traditionally, these were made from leather, wood, paper, or synthetic resin. A monster with crocodile-like limbs, a fish's tail, and a flat disc perched on its head. Its true form is a temple gong. Once, it hung beneath temple eaves, taking the deity's attention. Sekien named it Shogoro. The name traces back to a wealthy Osaka merchant whose fortune was seized by the shogunate. Samurai debts owed to him could be worth $1 trillion today. The scandal echoed far beyond temples, spreading through kabuki and popular theater. Another creature is described as having the head of a lute-like instrument. It is the transformation of a biwa, a stringed instrument similar to a guitar. Sekien named it Biwa-bokuboku and depicted it in the form of a blind man. In the samurai era, blindness carried unique social implications. Under shogunate protection, some blind men prospered as moneylenders, sparking jealousy that may have shaped this monster's dark image. A dachshund-like monster with a fluffy mane. It was once a koto, a long, table-style harp with 13 strings. Nearly 2 meters in length, it's longer than an adult man. Sekien named it Koto-furunushi, imagining an instrument that had abandoned order and reverted to something wild and feral. Another monster resembles a long-nosed tengu. Its true origin is a bamboo wind instrument called the sho. Used in gagaku, the music of the imperial court, the sho produces sound when both inhaling and exhaling, much like a harmonica. Because it easily accumulates moisture, it must constantly be warmed over a fire to prevent condensation. This monster embodies the spirit of an extremely high-maintenance instrument. One monster takes the shape of a bird-like creature adorned with ornaments. It is the transformation of a tori kabuto, a headpiece used in court dance costumes. Its name comes from its resemblance to the highly toxic monk's hood flower, also called tori kabuto in Japanese. Beauty, poison, and performance, fused into a single form. A red ogre with large eyes and sharp fangs bears a handle-like object on its body. This creature originated from a simple back-scratching tool. Elevated into a ritual implement, it became known as a nyoi. Meaning, as one wishes, it also became a monster called Nyoi-jizai. Some variations have wings, allowing them to fly through the sky as they wish. Is that dog-like creature being taken for a walk on a leash? It is said to have been used by the assassinated warlord Kamata Masakyo. Its transformed form is known as kurayaro, born from the samurai's saddle. Unlike the leather saddles common elsewhere, Japanese saddles were crafted from lacquered wood. Was it loyalty to one's lord or the bitter regrets of the battlefield? A warrior's passions and grudges are said to dwell within his gear. One monster is described as appearing either as a human woman or a chicken-like dinosaur. At a glance, it is clear. This monster was born from a folding fan. Folding fans first appeared in Japan in the 7th century. Many finely crafted examples were later exported to China. Perhaps the concept of made in Japan existed even back then. A traditional monster, a blue oni, carries a spear. This creature is called Hoko-katsugi. Spears in Japan came in many forms. They were used not only as weapons, but also in sacred rituals. Monster figures based on the night parade were released in 2002. Despite selling for under $4, they far surpassed quality standards. Incidentally, oni are horned humanoid monsters. We discuss the details in another video, so be sure to check out the link below. One monster originates from a vividly patterned piece of cloth. This is Kinu-tanuki, a monster transformed from a kimono. Raccoon dogs appear in a vulgar Japanese proverb, claiming that their testicles can stretch to the size of an 8-tatami room. This monster fuses that saying with fine silk from Hachijo Island. During the samurai era, such a vivid yellow color was said to be extremely popular. Another monster depicts a small, cute rider wearing a traditional eboshi hat. The hat was standard headwear worn not only by samurai, but by all adult men at the time. By contrast, Sekien also drew a monster named Osakobri. Its true identity is a crown used by military officials. Though it may resemble an eboshi, this crown was reserved exclusively for those of higher noble rank. Incidentally, both monsters also appear in the Osaka arc of the manga Gantz, where they attack an elderly couple and their grandson. Within this parade, there is one exceptional monster. It became a hot topic online in the 2000s as rumors spread and slowly transformed into facts. Monsters are not relics of the past. Even now, they continue to be born. Next time, we will uncover the true identity of the cutest monster in history. If you want to see it all at once, check out the full scroll.
Help motivate us to make more videos by liking and subscribing. Thank you for watching!